communication with him? Yeah, anything that you make
I
it that you
talked,
put
I
out there?
talked, I talked to Harvey, yeah, and I don't think he went that out there publicly, so I'm not gonna speak on it there. But yeah, I talked to his people. He keeping his head up in there, you dig, and it's a bittersweet situation, you know, when it comes down to me, because I don't want to see no man back there, because
Right.
I know how it felt being back there not so long ago. But on the other end, you know, he kind of, I hate to say this here, but I gotta keep it G. You know, he f***ed over when it came down to, you know, what I deserved and what I earned, and the stuff I wrote behind the scenes that he sold a lot of records for, and I didn't get compensated for nothing. You dig? And courtesy of me being under 18 and signing that bad boy deal on the Making the Band show, you heard me? He kind of used that against me and said that he'll get me prosecuted.
Damn.
Courtesy of me being underage, you know, I'm making the band, bro. You know, you had to be 18 and old. And on that show, I was 16. So basically, when I was trying to get my compensation, my royalties and everything, he basically was like, you ain't belong on the show anyway. So I'll just let you go, because I wanted to get let go. So I'll let you go, and we're going to let bygones be bygones. That's down bad. That's down bad, dog. If I wasn't such a hustler, you heard me, how would I have been able to feed my family with some shit like that, like talking about it? So I'm saying,
So when you
down bad.
so right at that point when you know once that situation is born, you kind of pretty much was on your own.
Yeah, I mean, after Katrina, I was on my own. Before Katrina, I was at the VMAs, Video Music Awards in Miami with Puffy. You heard me? And before Katrina happened, I had to go home. You know, my baby mama was pregnant. That shit changed my whole life, because when the hurricane hit, and did it call me back. But he told me to get back on the road. And I told him, no, I'm not getting back on the road. My people here. So I had to handle my business. I made a choice. My career or my family. And I thought like this here. If I was to die today or tomorrow, bruh, would Diddy be there? Or would my people be there representing me? And I made my choice. And courtesy of that, that's how me and the Bad Boy South situation dismantled.
From that point, did it ever mend itself and to
Yeah, he ended up hitting me later and apologizing after the after effect, you know. But it was a little too late for that, because when I called Diddy Rap, and you know, I lived back there in Michigan, so I had the gold El Camino. Ask anybody back there. I had the gold El Camino. I had the blue Ferrari Medina 360. I had buku old schools and all this here. But my stupid ass, I'm young, you heard me? So I'm not really thinking in my mind intelligently that these are gifts that I'm getting, Chop. He's gifting you. I'm not thinking as an intelligent man that I am now that I need to put things in my name. They was just write-offs from the Bad Boy company. So after when Katrina happened, and I'm like, say, bro, I need to get my calls back and this and that back. And he was like, oh no, you said you ain't want to come on the road no more. You said you ain't want to do this here with me no more. So I'm gonna say no. And that fucked me up. I damn near wanted to kill that nigga. Honestly, I wanted to kill that nigga. Because he was playing with people's lives. Playing Monopoly with a nigga life. You dig? And having the power to control the nigga. That's why I vowed to myself, you heard me, that I never in my life let a man control me or listen to a man's ways. Pause. Listen to a man's ways and his dictatorship of how it should go with my career. That's why the bass saved my life, bro. For real.
Say, bro, could you say that anybody else that was in the band situation was kind of similar to yours?
Yeah, everybody. I mean, but they kind of had a shorter end of the stick than me, because I ended up having a deal afterwards. They never got a deal after that. Fred said, Ness wanted to rock with Diddy. He ended up rocking with Diddy later and wrote on the last train to Paris. Ness was always a great songwriter. So Ness and Diddy always had a relationship, you understand, because Ness was ghostwriting. Babs said, Sarah, I don't know what's down with Sarah. Dylan always said, Dallon said fuck everything.
Right.
Honestly, a lot of people be joking and everything, but Dallon was the smartest one, bro, because Dallon, from the TV show to after that, you heard me, he always said fuck you. And to be honest with you, it was well worth it, because when we found out later, you understand how much that man it took from us, $30 million. Couldn't give us $1 million a piece, bro. Ain't that cool, son? At least $30 million.
Say, what was it that Dallon saw early on that made him feel like that?
Honestly, from talking to Dallon, he told me, he's like, Chop, I didn't feel like it was worth it. So I just didn't, he said, bro, it's a certain amount of time of putting in work. Then it's another situation to getting what you deserve. He said he felt like we never got our chance to get the respect that we deserve from putting in work. And that makes sense. It didn't add up. You heard me? And we so caught up in the money and the fame that we not really understanding we getting puppeted. You dig? We wasn't getting what we deserve. He was just squeezing the blood out of a beak. He was squeezing us until he couldn't squeeze us no more. Just luckily, I'm from a different cloth. You dig? So I was able to survive differently. Just from the mentality. I grew up rough. I wasn't thinking in my mind, bro, that I was getting fucked over and controlled and all this here. I'm just happy I'm not sleeping on the floor on Saratoga, on Simon Bala, on Barone. So I'm just happy I'm not living that life. Look how God worked, brother. At the end of the day, all the things around did to people. Look how it turned back on them. And when it rains, it pours. You heard me? And it's raining on them real bad. Maybe it's time for everybody that got fucked over to rise like the phoenix. And if they don't realize that, then f*** them too. Because one thing about me, son, I'm gonna rise like the phoenix.
The news, like the whole thing, like when you first started getting a wind of it, what was going through your mind and how did you feel about it?
I mean, I've been to buku parties. You dig? As a youngster, I've witnessed things that fucked me up. You dig? I never experienced it. I would avoid somebody, but I've witnessed things just being around. It's a double-edged sword, Wayne, bro. And I'm gonna say it like this here.
Say, Chop.
Towards.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Were you in some of those parties at underage when you was 16?
Yes.
Have you ever been approached? Have you ever been approached in any of those parties to get involved?
No. Fuck no. No, indeed. But at the end of the day, I've seen it. You dig? I can't sit up here and say I didn't see shit. I'll be lying. What I seen, I won't see. Was I a part of anything? No, indeed. I was too young, bro. I wasn't really realizing what was actually happening. And every time, like, if I go to the parties in Hollywood and all these places, they'll shut me out of it. I really don't want to say too much because I believe this here. I'm not really the type of person that just throw people out there. I don't like snitching. I don't like bitter people either. So I'm not saying this in no bitter manner. You understand? But I will say, I've seen things. I love doing this here, Wayne. I love being a rapper. I love cutting up, dropping project after project. I love shooting videos. I'm damn near afraid and it's honest, I'm damn near afraid to go back mainstream because I know what it come with. The higher you go, the more you experience things, bro. And it's wild to me, Wayne. I ain't lying though. And I'm not gonna sit up here and say, you heard me, everybody doing it. But the higher you go, the more it get wicked. It gets wicked, son.
Say, bro, do you feel anything that people bringing forward that Puffy has done was a crime?
Wow. I wouldn't say he should be in the situation he's in, but I think he should definitely get a piece of the humble pie. How far they going? That's a little too extreme. $50 million bond, y'all reject that? Either he gonna get a cold felony probation situation for about 15 years, or he gonna sit down for about a good 7. But they're not gonna give him life because money talk and bullshit walk a marathon, baby, and you know that. He coming home. Believe that. Money talk. You hear me? This America, baby.